What is the best way to manage a conflict between your stakeholders? Should you take sides or should you stay neutral? In this video, I will describe a step-by-step process to help you be successful managing your stakeholders as a product or project manager. Hi, my name is Susanne and I've been the manager of many products and projects in small and large companies. My experience include launching products successfully as well as turning around troubled projects to successful go-lives. I will share with you some tips on managing stakeholders, which can often be the most difficult part of being a PM. Conflicting priorities is something very common in project and product work, and it's important to have a structured way to handle those conflicts. If you manage to handle them well, it will reflect positively on you as you have enabled the work to move forward. The scenario here is a conflict between the sales and the engineering teams. The sales team want to ship a feature quickly to stay ahead of competition, but the engineering team is worried about substandard quality and the risk that the feature won't work as expected or other parts of the application might be affected negatively. The first step is simply to acknowledge and clarify the conflict, not trying to sweep it under the carpet. This can be done in different ways, but I would suggest to organize a meeting with the two parties to verify the two different standpoints and establish if they are conflicting and how. So, schedule a meeting with both stakeholder groups. Clearly restate each group's goals, like sales want to hit a market window, engineering needs more time for testing, and finally confirm you understand their positions. This builds trust. The second step is to understand and document the potential impact of the two different options. A visual representation of the two options can help in ensuring the options are well understood. So create a visual like a trade-off matrix or an impact analysis. Show the potential consequences of each path. Fast release might mean higher risk of defects, potential rework. Delayed release might mean a missed market opportunity and loss of revenue. The third step is to facilitate a data-driven dialogue. When looking at the impact of the two different options, it is best if you can use facts and data to underpin the potential impact. If someone has a strong opinion, they are often emotionally attached to their opinion. Using numbers and data can help reducing emotionally charged reasoning, making the evaluation more objective and easier for everyone to follow and accept. So, encourage open fact-based discussions, not opinions or blame, and use past project data if available to show similar risk-reward outcomes. Now that you have the impact documented, the fourth step is to propose some kind of compromise. Some of the options might be a phased release, as in not including everything in the first release, adding resources internally, or utilizing a third party. If you can get acceptance for one of the proposed compromises, you can replan and move forward. However, if you cannot reach an agreement between the teams, you will have to escalate to a sponsor or a steering committee for them to make a decision, which is the fifth step. The final step is to document and communicate the decision with the rationale behind the decision and the updated plan. Those are the 6 steps you can take to manage a conflict between stakeholders. Here are some final thoughts I'd like to leave with you. First of all, these types of conflicts are to be expected, and you need to be able to manage them in a professional way. As a PM, you are expected to be as objective as possible, use facts, and mediate trade offs. If you start taking sides and not staying objective, you risk becoming involved in your organization's politics, and it could lead to you losing credibility as a PM. Staying objective can sometimes be hard, especially when your sponsor has a strong view and expects you to just fall in line. Visual representations have a big advantage over numbers, as a majority of people can process visuals much quicker. This is not to say to exclude numbers, but remember to represent them visually. Dashboards can be a great tool for up-to-date status, and Gantt charts or roadmaps for showing timelines. For features, they are usually best understood if you can use a mock-up or prototype of some sort. There are plenty of tools to achieve this these days. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment. If you want to know more about stakeholder mapping and how to manage tricky stakeholder situations, I'm linking my course in the description below. Thank you for watching.